All right, guys, I just want to show you something here. See here, this State Farm, my automobile insurance. I got a letter, came Friday, Thursday or Friday, and it's regards to mileage per year that you drive. Don't drive that much. I'm retired. My wife works 3 days a week. Her round trip is 14 miles a day for 3 days, 3.5 days a week. And so I got this little message here. During the last year, you've received a rate for expected annual mileage on your auto insurance policy. We try to verify how many miles the vehicle is driven to make sure we've given you the right priced insurance coverage. And it goes on to say, and this is correctly for all policyholders, the calculated estimated of your expected annual mileage based on the available verification information is greater than the low annual mileage threshold for your rate. You're being charged. This means that you may see the change in your insurance premium at your next renewal, which means my insurance is going to go up. So I called these people, and let's see what's going on here. And I've been driving for 60 years. I never, ever heard of anything like this. I'm 2,000 miles over the average, they say, mileage for the vehicle that was driven. 2,000 miles. So I guess it means if they figure you drive 8,000 miles, and say you have a family in California, somebody's sick, somebody's passed away, you can't drive your car. You have to fly or something like that because you'll go over the mileage, and then they're going to bust you and increase your premium, which I don't think it should be allowed. But anyhow, insurance companies can get away with anything because they got you by the kahunas. And I said one time I might just go on a stupid deal where you just pay the state X amount of money and you can just drive. You don't have to have no insurance. But you do that, then you hit somebody, then you're in big trouble. But anyhow, what I'm trying to explain here is I called them and I said, what? How do you know how many miles that I've driven this car? I said, you don't have a little midget hanging in my back seat or in my trunk or anywhere in my car or whatever. Well, they told me, in Virginia, I don't know how many states have them, but in Virginia, you have what they call an annual state inspection. They've had that ever since I've been driving cars, since I turned 15, 60 years they've had it. And now, in the last 5, 6 years, when you get your car inspected, they got a little bit more technical. The form that they fill out, your mileage on your odometer is put on the sheet that they fill out. Then that sheet, you get a copy. Then that other copy is sent to the state of Virginia for record purposes. So Big Brother State Farm decides they can hook into the the Virginia State inspection records and find out how many miles you drive every year. And so they can basically cancel your insurance, raise your premium. I haven't had a ticket in probably 35 years, maybe 40. I'm not sure. I haven't been stopped. I haven't had nothing, no claims, no nothing. I've been with State Farm about 8 years right now. And so, it bothers me that they have the right to go in and find out how many miles you're driving. Then they come back with this little, if I put this State Farm Drive Safe discount, that's a little box they plug into your OBD2 sensor, and it records everything but your sneeze. You know, how fast you accelerate, how quick you brake, how fast you're driving, top speed, low speed, anything that you do in your automobile, it's recorded, and they check that, and then they can either cancel your insurance or raise your premium. You know, and I've never been canceled by any insurance. I've never missed a payment on my insurance premiums. And you know, and what other thing bothers me, I have a classic 1960 Chevrolet that I've got insured through a classic insurance company, and I can drive that car. I've got it insured for $50,000, and I can drive that car. I pay $369 a year, not every 6 months, but a year, and I can drive that car as many miles as I want, and drive it every day, 7 days a week if I want, with no penalty, no nothing. And they ain't gonna tell me that I'm only limited to 8,000 miles a year on my car, or I'm gonna be charged extra. So after I got this letter, this will be the last correspondence I'm gonna get from State Farm, because I've already contacted several other companies. And I don't know, you know, if you got State Farm, and if your state has state inspection issues or procedures, you may want to look into it. So I've already contacted several other insurance companies, and I found my insurance a whole lot cheaper. And so this comes Monday, I'm waiting for one other insurance company to contact me, and I'll pick between four of them. And I just think it's a travesty that they can do this. Big Brother watches you. You know, you can't go to the bathroom now without somebody watching you. How long you stayed in the bathroom or whatever, you know. But this is total BS to me. You know, telling me I can't drive at so many miles a year, they're gonna raise my insurance. What the hell is insurance for? You know, it's a racket now. Used to be, when you bought it, you paid every year, not every 6 months. So State Farm, I'm gonna save this letter. I think I'm gonna frame it, because it'll be the last correspondence I have from State Farm. And I'm just tired of this, you know. I could see if I had DWIs and speeding tickets and reckless driving tickets and things like that. I don't have nothing. You know, Virginia, you're given points on your record, and both me and my wife, we're 5+ points. And so that means, you know, I can, you know, if I do get a ticket, it's just going to take away points. And, you know, like a speeding ticket is 3 points, so I'll be +2. As long as you stay in the plus, you're okay. That's how Virginia operates. But I just don't think the insurance company has a right to go into check the state and find out how many miles you drive every year. And the other thing I don't like is the way the system works. You know, they check your credit. They check everything. I've never missed a payment ever since I've had insurance since I'm 15 years old, and I've never had a late payment on insurance. Never been canceled because of no payment. And you know, and it's just a racket, just something to get extra money from people. So I just want to post this and hope it goes out there, let people know. You know, if you got State Farm. As a matter of fact, I went to an office Friday, and I told the lady what was going on. She said this was, I can't think, Farm Bureau Insurance. She said, I've never heard of anything like that. I said, well, they're doing it. So you may want to look into your policy, and look in, if you've got State Farm, you may want to look into something, because if you're driving so many miles, and you know, if you don't have a state inspection, there's no way they can find out how many miles you drive. But here in Virginia, they do. So just be careful and be safe. And I just want to let you know, guys, what's going on. Thanks.